Can you explain to me why the hell Aloy has a beard? You're telling me you've never seen peach fuzz on a woman before. Well, I don't know, you might not have seen one outside of the internet, so. The closest evolutionary relative of humans is the penguin, the only other bipedal vertebrate with a vertical spine. Humans evolved from flightless birds, and our resemblance with primates is entirely convergent evolution. What? I'm not sure Biden understands the Constitution. It's not always evolving, and the government doesn't give us new rights. Women couldn't vote until 1920. Not saying it's serious, but poor grammar can be embarrassing. Like, you know how people mess up your and your? Kinda like that. Sorry if it came off harsh. Would've is as correct as would have, even if grammatically would have is more accepted. Many people say it with of because of where they grew up. That's actually not true. If you can prove otherwise with credible sources, then I'm all ears. P.S. If you're trying to make a claim, at least learn the right words. It's accepted, not accepted. Have we ever seen a president attack and malign the free press like Joe Biden has? Buddy. Are you even trying, North America? Champions League wins. 0-66. That's America, not North America. They cutting up now. Honey bun iced latte, ding dongs iced latte, and Twinkies iced latte. It looked okay until I saw artificially flavored. I'm good on it. What, you thought it was coming straight from the honey bun tree? People die in natural disasters of all kinds, but we don't reorganize society around a permanent fear of natural disasters. You realize the Native Americans weren't here first, right? The history you were taught in school is wrong. The very first arrivals on the East Coast were of European descent. They were killed off by the peaceful, loving Native Americans you fools like to lift up on a pedestal. America's birth was a violent one, get over it. HIV positive guy can be around 80,000 people unmasked while hugging at Gavin Newsom, but 6-year-olds must be masked in school. Evil tyrants. Women are attracted to feminism because fighting the patriarchy on social media is much easier to do than losing weight and being feminine. I have to laugh at all the people who say essential oils aren't beneficial to health. 2 years ago, my friend's aunt was going through chemo for breast cancer, and the doctors said she had only months to live. I wouldn't accept his diagnosis, and after using my own research, I came to the hospital and explained to the doctors what I had found. They allowed me to put drops of eucalyptus and lavender oil into the chemo drip, and the literal next day I got a phone call from the hospital telling me the tumor had shrunk nearly all the way and that her cancer wasn't terminal anymore. They said it was directly caused by the oils I administered. My friend's aunt and I hang out to this very day and brags to all her friends about how I saved her life. Right, I'm sure that everyone clapped when they found... I'm sorry. No, oils, essential oils don't do that. This is so misleading and terrible. The Catholic Church said baptisms performed by a priest who served in Arizona for 16 years are now presumed to be invalid because he used incorrect wording on a subtle but key component of the sacrament. It's unknown how many baptisms were affected. What the priest said, we baptize you in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit. What the Vatican said is correct. I baptize you in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit. So now pronouns matter? Actually, it's verb conjunction. Pro-Trump candidate suggests taking all boats out of the water to lower sea levels. When you take things out of bathwater, the bathwater decreases, does it not? All right. Compare the bathtub to the fucking ocean. All right, a little different. I don't believe in the designation of any organ as immutably male or female. Those are not useful categories to me. Why not? Could save a life, correct? You wouldn't put a male organ in a female, would you? Or male blood into a female, that would be crazy, correct? My head hurts, You are offered $100 million if you can walk 300 miles in 30 days. Do you take the deal? Sorry, but 4 million kilometers is a little bit much. Also, you forgot to place the dots correctly. It's 4.828.32. Why did people vote yes? Then maybe they did because of the miles, because I'm pretty sure 300 miles is not 4 million. Maybe you'd meant instead of, so edit that typos are not bad. We all make them as long as you correct them. It's good. Do your math again. 300 miles is 482 kilometers. r/confidently incorrect. A dot means it's 1,000, smartass, r/confidently incorrect. This may be helpful to you. Wikipedia.org, wiki decimal separator. Rather than name calling, take an opportunity to learn something new. It's been a year since the last time I announced this, so I think it's time for my yearly update. PSA, we do not pee out of our vagina. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. See you next year. Well, you probably don't do it out of your arses, though you do talk out of there, lol, and that leaves the vagina unless there is a third hole somewhere for the pee to come out of. If you don't teach your child to obey Jesus, the devil would teach them evolution, sexuality, psychology, witchcraft. I was expecting it to say Minecraft at the very end. Ross Geller's lesbian ex-wife plotline erased from Friends by China censors. To be fair to the CCP, I don't think lesbians exist in China. The audience wouldn't understand. They do, they're just oppressed. You're just saying that you don't know for certain, go ahead. Show me evidence of lesbians in China, there isn't any. Believe me, I've looked extensively. There is literally an openly lesbian Chinese footballer. Holy shit. I don't care what the actual meaning of a child predator is. If you watch kids' TV shows as an adult or older teenager 16 up, you are a child predator in my books. Being interested in things targeted towards kids is predatory as hell, like all those of you who watch the Pokemon anime with main characters who are 10. Y'all disgusting. Find main characters closer to your own age. If you're 22 plus, the main characters shouldn't be minors at all. If you are 19 to 21, the main characters shouldn't be lower than 16, and if you are 16 to 18, they shouldn't be lower than 14. It depends on who is the focus of the show. If it focuses on adults and there's like one child who isn't major, that's very different. I know 18 is technically a legal adult, but a lot of them are in 12th grade or barely into college. It's predatory and you are a child predator. You like something for kids, all that fucking matters. What's stopping you from going after real kids? Exactly. So wait, you're telling me that the Transformers who are made for kids in the live action movie Transformers who are really not for kids, I can't watch that because the Transformers were made for kids, but they're in a movie more geared towards adults, and there's a lot of flaws in this fucking explanation. This is stupid. I wish I had an accent. I wouldn't stop talking all day in it. But you do have an accent? An American accent? I don't know which specific one, but everyone has an accent. Thanks, but I don't have an accent. I'm from the Midwest. We don't speak with accents here. Blank is right. Americans spoke a non-accented version of English in the 1700s. I believe British people spoke the same English, but they decided to change it in the 1800s and developed an accent over time. So now Americans speak a more neutral form of English, which is why we don't have accents. Hope that clears it up. It doesn't because you're fucking wrong. We all have accents. Have you seen most of the weird shit atheists believe? They have an abandoned religion, just a specific religion. Yeah, atheists believe we all descended from incest multiple times after a deity got all barbaric on humans and snuffed them out, and they believe in things like magic underwear, getting our own planet when we die, and drinking the literal blood of an old dead man. Crazy shit. What did I just read? You know what? I'm just gonna move on. Cut between 6 1/4 and 6 1/2. Why not just say cut 6 5/8? This be the shit at work that bothers Lay. Practicing my prison photos for when preaching the true gospel of Jesus becomes illegal. This just reminds me of that really shit movie that came out recently where it's like, Christianity is illegal and liking Jesus and God is also illegal. I don't know what movie it was, but it's really stupid.